excited because I had the wonderful opportunity to go and visit Dr. McKee and her family. So she is a board certified neuroradiologist, a 2-time 140.6 mile Ironman triathlete, and ultra marathoner. That makes me tired just saying it. No. And she is married to an awesome gastroenterologist, if I'm saying that correctly, who I had the pleasure of meeting. And she has 2 adult sons and one that I have met, and 2 little happy dogs. And yes, they are very happy. But I am so thankful that Dr. McKee is with us tonight. I asked her if she would share on our wonderful collagen and our Nrf2 Protandim. So I'm going to let you go ahead and take it away. Thank you.
You're welcome, Alyssa. Thank you so much. And I need to update my bio. After I sent it to you, I realized I left off an important family member. We just adopted a sheepadoodle who is almost 3. He'll be 3 in June. He's giant, huge. And I was really nervous about the kids getting along, you know, the little ones and the big one, and squabbles over food and whatnot. But he just decided this was a good thing and he wasn't going to blow it. So he is a wonderful family member now. So I've got to update my bio. So let me just, I'm assuming everyone here is a consultant with LifeVantage, right? So oh, wait, no, we have guests on the phone. Okay, on the call. Great. Thank you for that, Julie. I do see some people I recognize here and they're consultants. So that's, I made an assumption. So I will go over some of the features. I have not prepared a slideshow, but I'm going to tell you many, many reasons why our flagship product, Protandim Nrf2, and our newest amazing blockbuster, the True Science Activated Liquid Collagen, are so different and such game changers, and why they're giving such amazing results. They're phenomenal individually, and they're even more incredible when combined. And we're not even, we haven't even seen the results of that, but we have been teased that they have the studies completed of our Protandim line, our Tri-Synergizer, combined with the collagen, and what that does to the already amazing benefits at a cellular level. So let's go back to the beginning, where Protandim Nrf2 was discovered in a lab by some people that knew about a molecule called superoxide dismutase, SOD for short. You really don't need to know what it stands for, but it's the most powerful antioxidant molecule your body makes. It neutralizes 1 million free radicals a second after second, compared to like a pint of blueberries would neutralize maybe 9,000. Okay, millions a second versus 9,000. And you could never eat enough antioxidants to do what your superoxide dismutase molecule does. The problem is, when we get older after age 20, that molecule starts to get produced less and less and less with each decade after age 20. So while we're sitting here accumulating more free radicals, more free radical damage, causing DNA damage, lipid oxidation, just all kinds of things, mitochondrial loss, we're making less of the things that are going to fight that off. So there's this enormous gap that starts to develop, and that gap is called oxidative stress. So back to the lab, the people in the lab, award-winning scientists, set out to find natural compounds that could potentially increase superoxide dismutase. What they found was a blend of 5 herbs that have been used in human health for centuries, that in a specific ratio of particular parts of each herb with particular parts of each other herb, actually increased superoxide dismutase a significant amount. And at the same time it did that, it reduced that oxidative stress, that gap between the good guys, superoxide dismutase and others, and the bad guys, those free radicals that cause damage. So what they found was, in taking this blend for 30 days, that oxidative stress came down 40%. Now, there's an ABC News primetime news report that aired over, 15 years ago, 18 years ago. That's the beginning of the story. And I encourage you, if you haven't seen it, watch it, because that's where ABC Primetime got wind of the story that the company was stating, which was this reduces oxidative stress by almost half or 40% in 30 days. And they're like, no, nobody can say that. Nobody's ever said that. Nothing does that. We're going to set out to disprove it. So they set out to debunk it. Usually when ABC Primetime or Dateline or, Nightline or whatever comes to an company, the CEO is running out the back door with his briefcase over his head, saying no comment, no comment. Well, the company needed participations for the study it was doing, so they gladly took John Quinones, an Emmy award-winning journalist's blood, and he didn't come back in 30 days to see how it did, like the company claimed, reduced it 40% in 30 days. No, he came back in 12 days, because they always have to throw a wrinkle in. He came back in 12 days. His oxidative stress had come down 45%. So they went on to publish the study. It's on PubMed right now, along with 27 other studies, independently initiated and funded research publication, peer-reviewed, top-tier research done by major medical schools such as Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, Vanderbilt, et cetera. And since then, one of them was published by the National Institute on Aging, part of the National Institutes of Health, showing that blend of 5 herbs that's patented, multi-patented, is the only natural product, non-pharmaceutical, ever proven to extend healthy lifespan in mammals, not worms, not flies, mammals. We are a mammal, in case you didn't know. So that's really exciting. And that's the flagship activator. We have since launched a line of activators that increase mitochondrial health and number, activators that turn on your body's production of a molecule that your mitochondria use to make energy, and also other proteins used to repair and protect DNA. But the latest blockbuster product is our activated True Science liquid collagen. And I have been taking collagen for probably 7 years now, because I know after age 30 or 35, we start to lose collagen a lot, several percent a year. And that's why when you get older, your skin starts to sag and you get wrinkles and you get dull skin and you have, crepiness in your neck and your arms and your legs and all the things that we just don't like about how we look after a certain age. This activating liquid collagen was something I was excited that we had as a company, because I thought, well, I would rather have us have a collagen and I'll take our collagen than me purchasing collagen from some other company that didn't really taste very good. And also I was concerned because some of the collagen that I ultimately started with powdered collagen, then I started reading and realized that liquid collagen is, many times more bioavailable than powdered. And I'd buy these big bottles and kept it in the fridge. But I did have in the back of my mind, I knew that once you open that bottle, liquid collagen, it's a protein. It's going to get oxidized. That oxidative stress is going to happen to the collagen. And by the 30th or 31st day that you're taking your product that you opened 30 days ago, it's not as fresh and might even be damaged, oxidized, denatured, whatever. So I love the fact that ours came in single serving recyclable glass bottles. That was exciting. They're beautiful bottles, by the way. Rose gold cap, which I think is lovely. But the other thing that I found out, there it is that beauty. You can look at my list on the split screen. She's holding it up. But it also, one other thing that it did that delighted me was the fact that it was first of all, it's hydrolyzed collagen, meaning it was broken down into little peptides that are super, super, super bioavailable. Liquid is more bioavailable than powdered. Hydrolyzed liquid is more bioavailable than liquid. And these peptides were from 10 different types of collagen. The collagen that I was drinking before was one type of collagen. And some I know out there have 2 or 3, a couple have 5. I think I've even seen one with as many as 7, but I've never seen one that had 10 until ours. So that was wonderful. 10 different types of collagen peptides so that my body can assimilate whichever type of collagen it needs. Love that. Now, the pièce de résistance is that this is a blend of those peptides with some with some botanicals, not herbs, but ruby red quinoa extract, and blueberry, cherry, acerola cherry, and some apple extracts. And one of them, the quinoa, ruby red quinoa extract, that specific part of the quinoa, actually activates the 3 genes that produce collagen by 43%. And that means that, and that translated into 42% more collagen production in a clinical study in humans. The other thing they did was they looked at ultrasound. They put an ultrasound probe on the skin, and the different proteins, rebound. The ultrasound is basically like, echo or sonar. Basically, it bounces sound waves off of your cells and your tissues, and different proteins come back at different speeds. So this particular device shows the different proteins as different colors. Collagen in this particular example is yellow. And they showed pictures of a person who had been on the collagen for 0 days, 4 weeks, and 8 weeks. And the little yellow dots were nearly double at 4 weeks and were 126% more at 8 weeks. It was such a visual, a shocker, that really explained to me the pictures that we're seeing of people who have had amazing results. Now, I want you to ask the person who invited you here for some before and after photos, because that will probably blow your mind. I've been on collagen, like I said, for 7 years, and I've never noticed any changes in the way I looked. I never noticed any changes in the way my digestion was, my gut, nothing. I never noticed it. I just knew I, quote unquote, should take it. But in this particular case, I got an eyelid lift, and I didn't even have to go to the doctor to do it. I just drank my liquid collagen every day for 30 days. And I didn't even realize that my eyelids were sagging previously. I thought they were doing pretty well. But they just lifted right up. And that's what we're seeing in many, many people who are on this. And then the final thing that, is just kind of an, oh, by the way, it also slows down the gene that is responsible for collagen breakdown by 33%. So we're doing a 3-armed approach. I love it, 3 arms, because it stands for ARM. It activates collagen production. It replenishes peptides from 10 different types of collagen. And it maintains the collagen that you have by slowing down the collagen breakdown. Now you put those 2 together, again, those results are coming out any day now. I'm on the edge of my seat to see that, but just know that when you take the Nrf2 synergizer, you're reducing oxidative stress 40%. You are increasing superoxide dismutase by 30%, increasing catalase, another superhero antioxidant enzyme, by 54%. And after 4 months, you've increased your glutathione by 300%. Now, just doing the collagen, the liquid collagen, you're increasing catalase by 202%. There's all kinds of statistics about 22% less deep wrinkles, 10% increase in hydration and brightness, all the things. But you're increasing catalase by 202%, and you're increasing SOD by a whopping 27-fold, or 2,700%. Now you can just imagine what doing them to do the 2 of those together. I mean, if you add it up, that's additive. But I think they're going to release some data that shows, well, they just told me they were extremely excited about the results. And that's all we can say right now, because we don't know what the results are. But instinctively, this makes sense that putting them together is a good thing to do, because they're both doing wonderful things by themselves. And we're about to find out, when you combine them together, that they do even more wonderful things. I will say that in addition to, my quote unquote eyelid lift after starting the collagen, my muscle strength went up. My recovery, I just don't get as sore as I used to. My knees don't creak, and my ankles don't clack or click anymore. So those are some exciting things. And this is from someone that's been on collagen for 7 years. So I really didn't expect anything. I just expected to be happy because I was buying collagen from my little business. And I was extra happy because they came in fresh, daily doses. I didn't expect any of the benefits that are just, mind blowing. And So that is my, wow, that was fast, 18 minutes. That is my overview of the activator Nrf2 synergizer combined with, and the True Science liquid collagen. The benefits, like I said, you have homework. I'm giving you homework. Ask the person who shared this with you to share the ABC News report, which was the beginning of the story, and some before and after photos that are going to demonstrate to you what increasing collagen production genes 43% looks like in a real person. And I've watched people that I've known in this company for years just age backwards, and it's just been so much fun.
Well, I want to just take you back to where you said that you would want to buy something from your own little business. And I've always been just really amazed that we have such a wonderful culture with LifeVantage, but we also have doctors that are a part of our company. So why did you choose LifeVantage, and why do you choose to do network marketing?
LifeVantage found me about 11, well, no, it was probably closer to 12 years ago. I was 44, 45. I was exhausted, and I didn't have, like, I'd hit the snooze button a million times and kids would get to school late. I was frazzled. I felt like I didn't have any time to pee. I was so stressed. I was burning the candle at 12 ends. And my adrenals were fried. My thyroid was fried. My, other hormones were fried. My husband sweetly suggested I see an age management doctor that he sends his, cancer patients to, looking like death's door, and then they come back looking, like $1 million. And I was kind of like, what are you saying? But anyway, I was glad he did, because she did all the labs, and I was indeed low in thyroid, low in magnesium, low in testosterone, low in D3. And she put me on hormones. She put me on a gazillion supplements, called it her anti-aging cocktail. And I was taking like 28 different pills a day. I was taking magnesium and probiotics and quercetin and green tea and ginkgo biloba and ginseng and phosphatidylserine and olive leaf extract. I couldn't even, ashwagandha. No, I wasn't taking ashwagandha. I was taking a bunch of stuff, fish oil, yada, yada. And I did all that. I didn't feel any better. I did it for 6 months. Now I've got this extra routine I had to do: open up all the bottles, swallow all the pills. I'd sometimes throw them in a baggie, rush out the door, realize I forgot to bring a bottle of water. It was just bleh. So I went for my 6-month follow-up with her, and she's like, well, how you doing? I said, fine. I hate taking that many pills. And then she said, well, there is one product that's clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days in everyone who takes it. And they have real peer-reviewed published studies done by major medical schools. And my husband and I both take it. We invested in the company because it's publicly traded. I was like, whoa, you had me at hello. I want that. I want to take that for the rest of my life. How do I get it? And she's like, well, I don't sell it. And I'm like, why not? I buy every other supplement I'm taking from your office. And she's like, well, it's sold through a network, so I'm not sure how that would work. And I'm like, whatever. Actually, the guy who was the managing partner of one of the reasons I was burning the candle at all 12 ends, which was a health and wellness facility that I owned with 50 other doctors, the manager of that fitness facility had tried to tell me about Protandim 2 weeks earlier. And I literally was like, I'm already taking all the best supplements. I don't want to hear about your magic pill, la, 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 la. And so the evening that I had gone to see my doctor, we happened to have a board meeting, and I was on the board of directors of this company, and he was there as the manager. And I go, hey, Rich, that thing you were trying to tell me about? He goes, what, Protandim? I said, yes. He goes, what about it? I said, my doctor told me about it. And I got some. I got the big box, which made me a consultant, but I didn't know that. I wanted to save on shipping. I didn't even save on the product at the time. I just saved, it was $12.99 to get 12 bottles at the time, versus getting 1 bottle a month for $6.99 a month. I just realized it made sense to get a bunch, because I knew I was going to take it forever, and I was going to force feed it to my husband. Anyway, long story short, he's like, well, who did you buy it from? I said, well, I put my doctor's name, but she's not a consultant. Well, he goes, well, put me. I said, okay. So it turns out that the person who told the person who told the person who told him had actually told her. So I ended up magically in the right, organization. But I didn't intend to do a business. I just wanted to save that, $15 or $20 on shipping. But I knew I was going to give it to my husband. I started giving it to my husband at 3 or 4 days. I'm like, did you take it? Did you take it? By the 5th or 6th day, I didn't have to ask him anymore. He was taking it, which told me something because, he doesn't normally take supplements, but apparently he felt a little better or something. I don't know. I started giving it to my dog because I know that dogs age 7 times faster than humans. Therefore, and the reason is they have 7 times more oxidative stress because their metabolism is faster. They're exposed to toxins in the grass and whatnot, chemicals. And anyway, my dog, lo and behold, starts smiling more and wagging his tail more. And he was a middle-aged lab. And so that told me something, that he felt better, had a more pep in his step. One day I was in the bathroom, and you know how bathrooms have a little potty chamber, with the door. And I was washing my hands or brushing my teeth or something, and I heard a urine stream in the potty room. And I'm like, why is my teenage son in my bathroom? Out walks my husband. I'm like, whoa, somebody's prostate is less inflamed. So that was interesting. So as time goes on, I'm like, people need to know about this. Nobody knows about this. This is crazy. I've been a physician for, it's time 25 years or so, and I'd never heard of it. I also was in health and wellness industry, owning a fitness club. I hadn't heard about it. So I finally, told a few people about it, shared the ABC Primetime that Don Quinones had come out and done. And I got some customers. And the funny thing is, I'm still being paid on those customers that signed up with me as a customer 11 years ago. And that's pretty cool. Same gym, same manager. I walk in there one day to work out. I see a sign on the welcome counter that says LifeVantage opportunity overview tonight in the auditorium. I'm like, I'm actually technically a consultant because I bought the big box. I probably ought to go to see what it's about, So I went, and there was a guy drawing circles on the chalkboard, Gabe Pearson. And he starts saying, well, I knew I could find 5 friends, and I knew that I could help those 5 friends find 5 friends, and we could probably help each of their 5 friends find friends. He just drew 3 little numbers, and it was like, $12, $50, $560, something like, I can't remember the numbers. But then he did it one more time, and it was like, $2,000 something dollars. He goes, and that's additive. You go 2,000 plus 500 plus 50 plus, and I'm like, and then I'm thinking to myself, and they go 9 levels of that. And I'm thinking, I'm in the wrong profession. So I was pretty blown away just by the math. And I know it's never perfect, and it's never 5 get 5 get 5 or whatever. But I'm thinking I know more than 5, and people that I know probably will know at least 2, and some of them may know more than I do. And anyway, I just thought, why not? I'm going to be helping people feel better, in teaching people things that they don't know already. I'm only going to talk to people who want to know about health and wellness. And if they're open, let them hear about it and let them make a decision with their own mind without being attached to what they say. I'm just collecting decisions. And get my products paid for, which is nice. And it's a lot more fun than sitting in a dark room reading films. I'll just tell you that.
That's awesome. Are there any, let me see if there's any questions. We have just a few minutes left. Does anyone have any questions for Dr. McKee? Oh, here's one. Let me see. Have you prescribed Nrf2 and the liquid collagen to your patients? If so, what have been the results?
So as a radiologist, you should know my patients are 2-dimensional and black and white and gone by the time I see them. So no. And also, this isn't a pharmaceutical, and doctors only prescribe pharmaceuticals. I know some doctors will write down exercise and diet, but that's not technically a prescription. Prescription is for medications, and we don't have any of that.
Are there any other questions? Okay.
I recommend it to my friends, just like everybody else.
Right.
I've seen wonderful results in my friends. I've collected dozens and dozens of before and after pictures, and then I see people at conventions and conferences, and really, yeah. And then we've got that book, the last of the Mohicans there. But there is that app. It's called My Photo Book or whatever, where you can what's it called? It's called Photo Books. And once a month they let you pick 20 or so pictures and make a free book and show. They just charge you shipping, and then if you want to add more pictures, they just charge you a little bit. I found that was a lovely substitute for that.
So, Dr. McKee, are you still running marathons and so on?
No, I do work out every day. I walk more than I run. And I just, something had to give, right?
Well, I was just wondering if you saw a difference. You said you'd seen a difference in your exercise or your power while you're exercising.
Yeah, the weights that I'm able to lift now have just gone up, and I, didn't really expect that. I'd been out of the gym for a while, and I'm like, well, let me start at 45 this particular exercise, and I'm like, well, that was easy. Let me try 55. Oh, how about that? So that was nice.
Okay, well, I just want to thank you again for taking the time to lead this meeting tonight, and want to thank everyone else for joining in, and have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you.
It.
Bye-bye.